All right, all right. Wacky starts. This is game number 22 on the Wood Elf team. The Wood Elf team still looks pretty stinking good. It might look less good when we are done playing Muppet Pac-Man and his crazy, crazy Chaos team. They have got a Pommer. Only the 2 Mighty Bow though, so it could be worse, and no tackle on the team, but they're going to get a heap of inducements like just about everyone who plays this. Let's see if I can share that quickly anywhere else. Where's the streaming channel here? Here. And here. Oh. Wizard and Bribe, still a lot of money in the bank to play with. Hey, Tom the Owl. Hey, Jidrozy. Yeah, I've been spinning this team off stream because yesterday I spent like an hour spinning without a game. And so then I was like, all right, let's try spinning for a game off stream so I don't just sit there and bore people like crazy. And we've spun into Muppet Pac-Man, who I think is also streaming. I was watching Space and I just noticed that Muppet Pac-Man has started up. So I think this could be a scary one for us. They've got, again, Mighty Bow piling on. They've gone for 2 bribes. So they have a dirty player. They don't have a dirty player. They might induce one. At the moment, they're inducing Lewd Grip, which I guess is for the sure hands against our War Dancers. But this is, this could be, this could be scary one. Oh, hey, congratulations, Tom the Owl. You won your Tabletop League semi-final. Got the final tomorrow. That's amazing. Congratulations. And hey, Tom and Jidrozy and Collie and Sandwich and Ham. I am okay. I'm a bit nervous because I don't want this team to die, and we've run into an opponent who I think will make it their priority to try to kill the team. Yeah, I just watched Lewd Grip for a chainsaw exactly to that end. So yeah, an opponent who is going to be trying to kill off our super team. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully we can get through it, but I'm torn between nervous excitement and fear. Hey, Rising Storms. Turn first, turn 1 GFI fail. That happens. That happens. Where's my bot not working? Well, that's not my bot. My bot's open. Oh, I think it's you haven't put a space in there, Ham. What is Ross doing? Might be hiding something. Might be digging. Right, they've gone straight in for the kill stuff. Wanted to go on offense first. We obviously put our 1-turner safely on the sideline. I think against this Claw Pommer, it's probably... need to remember that the Claw Pommer doesn't have block, because I've had that before where I've seen that and then not remembered when I'm hitting it. I think we go with the wrestle dodge pieces on the line. Obviously, one of them's going to get chainsawed, but yeah, I think with the Claw Pom being there, I think probably that's who we should rest. Maybe we'll rest the thrower as well for this drive. Put you there. Let's get the setup first and then get the players in the right places. Because it's going to be catches in the front line, for sure. Because that's their job sometimes. You there. You there. So max is the strength 4 chainsaw, so no skills, but strength 4 means they're slightly harder to block, so they can be an annoying one for sure. Okay, 2 war dances in there. Really, really strong record for Muppet Pac-Man. They've only got 2 losses, and with Chaos to have, I think they've got like, I can't remember how many wins they had now because I only looked at it very quickly because this is all a rush start because I've just been spinning, like I said, spinning in a futile way. But yeah, they had a lot of wins anyway. I think that's all okay. So they haven't got any sure hands. So the leap play to hit the ball is definitely available to us. They have got a good amount of guard. And obviously we know that any time the war dancers hit the floor, they're getting fouled. Rising Storm's poor war dancer is necessary to maintain the balance for my amazing war dancers. It's part of the plan. Oh, I hope mine survive this game. It's a scary game. Oh, I love Grievo minis. Grievo minis are really, really good. They're a nice company too. Anyone I know who's had like any issues with them, like an order that was delivered wrong or something, they've always been like really good at fixing it. And I know that like on some people's orders as well, they've just given like 3 stuff, like thrown 3 stuff in the bag just because and stuff like that. So they're good. Hey, one viewer to another. I'm not going to promise to be as chatty as normal in this game. I might end up getting quite focused at times because I obviously really want to win it. But yeah, we'll see. I am worried that we're up against an opponent who I think will focus hard on the murder, which is probably the right thing to do in their position, given the relative like strengths of our teams. So if they high roll, we could get in trouble. I mean, you're right, John Flip. Just 2 mighty blow, no tackle, no dirty player is about as good as it gets. But they have taken the chainsaw, so. Okay, free reroll. Won't complain about that. That's a nice deep kick. That's a great kick. Oh, they do have sure hands. Why did they think they didn't have sure hands? Because they were looking at lewd grip, so I just assumed they didn't have sure hands. They do have sure hands. Okay, that's a shame. They're going to use the chainsaw as a bodyguard, which I like. I think that's a good way to use the chainsaw. Keep the chainsaw with the ball carrier. Means that it's scary to leap in and do stuff, because if it goes wrong, you're getting chainsawed. Okay. Instant power on the dodge. Not happy about that, but it survived. Claw pommer. Immediately poms. I mean, you assume so, don't you? And we're fine. Wow, running lots of powers. They've rolled powers on all 3 of those blocks. But they did not roll so high on the armour. So that's good. I assume someone gets fouled here. With 2 bribes. Not blitzing with a mighty blow. Well, they didn't. That's a good start. So I think we blitz here to push you onto the tree. We definitely want to get some pressure forward on this ball, which I guess we're going to have to do that on this side. We've got some players who can dodge out to help with that. Let's send at least one player forward right away. Only thing here is I prefer not to leave you on the sideline. But if we're not leaving you on the sideline, then we'd be able to do that, but it's there. Which is not necessarily what I think is the best bits. I think the best bits is that one, pushing in. We could just not push you as far forward. Because the best bits is this, because you can do that. And then duck backwards again. Push you up there, so we'll take that as a 3 dice in a sec. Push you forward. Try to get you up. Good. Try to get you up. Good. So maybe we'll just push you up like a little bit over there. Bring you there. Okay, we've taken root. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. At least we're in a good spot in the middle of the pitch, and we have got grab, so we can drag you into that gap there. Okay. I didn't foul this last time, so I'll just leave it on the floor. We obviously want to keep blitzing with the pommer. Could GFI take that one? Because it doesn't have dodge. The amount of dodge on our team is definitely going to be frustrating for them, like having no tackle. But as I said, they rolled all pows in the first turn. The first turn they rolled 3 line blocks, pow, pow, and pow. Not this time. I have managed to get cage. Maybe we should have pushed a little bit more aggressively. I don't know. Okay, I think we've got to blitz max. We've got strength 4 to do it with right here. So I think trying to get rid of that chainsaw is just too valuable. They're not stand firm, so if we don't get them down, at least we can push them away. Do get them down. Die plus. Okay, not dead, but at least they're not doing anything next turn. It's a big commitment. Is it an overcommitment? Maybe. Like, we can't make it so you can't hit that, right? Like, you're going to be able to hit that. But, like, if you want to hit that now, you're going to bring all of these 3 players over to this side of my formation, like, away from where you want to be. You're not going to be able to unite your team. You're going to split your team for me. So that's why I'm doing that. See if you want to do me a favour and, yeah, split the team for me instead of making me do it. That's nice. I think everything else maybe just stays, and maybe that goes there. Can't decide on that one. they're not going to go for this trap, I don't think. Over here. Maybe I should have been a bit braver and just pushed that like a few squares further up and hung this one back, because I am going to get a few players behind the formation here, which can be inconvenient for sure. I'm glad the chainsaw's out of action for a turn anyway. Tried to play some Bubble Tuesday and wasn't sure what lead you'd be able to try and what lead you recommend. Well, it really depends what you're after, Quack Attack. If you're just after a quick game, then the league I'm playing in right now is the Champions Ladder, which is an open spin league. So anyone can just make a team and spin in the competition, and there's a matchmaking system that will find you games. And that's quite a nice space just for like finding games regularly and not having to... not having box really nice. And yeah, and not having to worry about whether you'll find a game. If you want a regular scheduled league, then I would say, depending on your experience level, either... That's rude. 4+ dodge. Either Rebel or Rebel Rookie League, depending on your experience level, are both really good shouts as well. What are we doing here? Like, do I leave a player on the chainsaw, even though that can get his chainsaw, just because it means... Like, put the least valuable player on max, because then if you want to get them up and move them, then you've just got to do it to chainsaw that, and that uses your blitz anyway, and it's our least valuable player. Other than this one, I think that's the right thing to do. And then I think we've got to bring some players back in front of this. Again, I'm just going to see if they want to come backwards with their blitz. If they do, that, I think that does us a favour. And then I'm going to do this, put you on the tree again. Okay. That wasn't a snake, would have been a bad snake. That's okay. Okay, not great blocking dice that turn, but we had the 4-3 roll, so... Yeah, Rebel or Rebel Rookie League are really nice big leagues to play in. Is Rebel open or is there admin? There are admins. You have to... it's called Rebel because it's actually the Reddit Blood Bowl League. So you need to find their Reddit page and you will have all the details there for signing up. And there's a Discord you can join as well. So... But yeah, they have a really good rookie league setup, as well as like a big sort of anyone league setup. So I think they're a really nice league if you're looking for that sort of regular scheduled games rather than this, which is like just have a game whenever you feel like it. Okay, so they are going to do the chainsaw bits because they do want Max back in the action. They are going to succeed with it. Just a stun. And now, again, we can hit that next turn is what I was thinking. Not happy about how easily they're dodging off here. Not happy about that at all. Right. Let's hit you again. Actually, let's do this first. Don't be silly, tree. Turn ordering. Good turn ordering, please, tree. Gotta bring this one back now as well. Make sure we've got no easy gaps for them just to run off through. Good. Okay, no more chainsaw for this drive. I've got 2 bribes, so it's probably coming back, but not this drive is good. Okay, if you want to try the pile on, then you're going to have to send a few pairs back and you're going to have to GFI, so you're probably not going to do that. Glad I brought this one back, because it means they have to push much wider to go around this corner, which looks like what they're going to try and do. This is a nice bit to target, is any problem with this, right? Because this hasn't got dodge, so they can go for that with the killer and see it as a good target. Oh, Saiti and Rick, thank you so much for the gift sub, and welcome to the Weirdos. Instant reroll gets pushes again, that's unlucky. Welcome to the Weirdos, Quack Attack. Thank you, Saiti and Rick, it's really kind. And I'm really sorry I'm not engaging with chat as much as I normally like to. We're at a really pressured point on this team where this win is really important if we can get it, so I'm just very focused this game. I do normally try to read chat a bit more. Quack Attack, what's lovely about Rebel, because it's such a big league, is that they have different conferences for different time zones. So they have an EU conference, they have a North America conference, and they have an, I guess, Oceanic conference called Big O, where you get mostly Australian coaches with like some Asian and like Russian coaches who have the same time zone. I actually used to play in that because I'm in the UK with weird hours, but you can pick whichever time zone you think suits your work hours better. So if you're in Oz and you have weird hours, could actually be a really good option for you. There are definitely options to try and hit the ball here. There's also an option just to mighty blow this in the face, which I think is what I want to do this turn. It's such a value piece, and I think their forward progress is going to get quite strained anyway in the next turn or two. So I think that's the way to go. Don't need an assist because we're strength 4, so let's just take the hit and then work the rest out off that. Okay, get the knockdown because we don't have block. No armor break is sad. I think getting a wrestle dodge piece in front of that is nice. Good. Trying to work out if we're hitting this or not, because we could take a 1 dice on it. What might be quite nice to do actually is just to base it with that. Although you do get 3 dice. And dodge away. Maybe we just leave that. In the end, like, I just don't want that running off to score on me is the main thing I'm thinking about. Good. Okay, so we've got our screen in front. That's really nice. Make it hard to come this way anyway. I'm just going to leave that one. Just make them roll the dice if they want to do something with it. Don't love giving up a free hit, but I don't want to leave that completely free either. So, I mean, it being strength 5, it was such a big commitment to hit it. I think it wasn't worth it. Maybe this should be here, just to really discourage them from trying to turn this corner again. But we're faster than them, so we have pretty good reaction options if they do. Okay, another push. This is looking pretty good for stopping their forward progress at the moment. Okay, jamming in strong players, that makes sense. Risking the ball a bit. This is a tricky one because they're daring me to do a 1 dice on that. Okay, they do get that knocked down there, sadly. Just a stun. This is like a turn where we definitely could go for the ball, and it's like, do you go for that aggressive play or do you play it more cautiously than that? Because that 1 dice opens it all up. Could make it a 2 dice by filling that square. Does that then block our way in? Not necessarily, because we can still move that. Okay, knockdown is good. Pop you out to here. Maybe even there. We do this dodge. Okay. That's disappointing. Had 4 dice on the ball. It happened. Push that, but it's that there's a way through there, so yeah, probably need to park there. So probably they're going to take this sideline space, I guess. Blitz here and try and go down there. Means left to a sideline cage, which is at least something we can threaten. I feel like the last couple of games we've had a lot of turns with dice on the ball that haven't got what we wanted to. Frustrating. Like against the humans, we had like 6 dice on the ball that didn't get a knockdown. Starting the game here with 4 dice on the ball that don't get a knockdown. Frustrating. Classic, like, give dice on the ball to opponent using a reroll and having worse positioning when they move to hit pushes. I mean, that is true. It did disrupt our positioning. Okay, that not being a knockdown is obviously good. How far can they get around this? That's the next question, I guess. Well, obviously, they've got at least one scoring threat now. That's good. Okay, doing GFIs. That's probably about as safe a square as you can get for it. Because you don't want to push further on. So the lead play is very much available. Whether or not a better player is available is what I've got to work out. Okay, we've still got the reroll, I think. Yeah. Like if we plug in here, we can have a 1 dice there. That wouldn't make anything much different in terms of whether or not we're leaping. But it would mean we could change. We could surf if we get the push, which we don't. Is it just time for the leap? Would be another 2 dice. Yeah, if we pushed in there, then it meant if we got the push on the block, then we could surf, which was what I was thinking. But we didn't, so you need to get out of the way. I guess it's just there. Just gotta go for it. Just got to go for it. Leap is good. Oh my goodness, I should have cancelled that assist and I didn't. I got away with it. Sloppy. So sloppy. So very sloppy. It's not a good scatter for us. But we have got the ball, so I guess that's good. Let's get a scoring threat. And then what? Okay. I think we just got a base lot, don't we? Really? That was really sloppy. To only make that 1 dice, and we're always going to get served here if they want to. Okay, they do get us down. It's not a good player to catch the ball on because it didn't have dodge. Where's the scatter? Instant palm. I mean, you don't want that player to catch the ball, so it's an obvious piling on that one, as well as wanting the damage. Good scatter. Not good enough, because you can move that. Probably going to get this, unfortunately for us. I've got to roll a few dice, but... But it's definitely available to them. Yeah, there's definitely a surf on. Okay, making that is very bad news for us. Okay, they're not going for the surf. Will they scatter? No. Okay, staying on our feet is good there for sure. It's a 1 dice right now? No, it's red dice because we're basing him here. I wonder if you should have scattered that ball. I wonder if going out was better for them there because of these players, but I'm not sure. The problem is now you need to take the hit and you need more assists, but you need to have someone to score with afterwards. That's what makes this complicated. Okay, that's good. That's the reroll. Oh, good. All right, they're not scoring. Good. Now we can try to score. And we can do a surf, maybe. I'd love to punch you in the face. That would mean not surfing, but it's a nice player to punch in the face. Then again, you're the one who needs to hit that. I think we've got to do this, because we then need to get someone to get the ball and get it to them afterwards. Okay, that will have to do. At which point, do we take this hit, or do we just do the 3+ pickup here and try to use you to get the ball out? Because if not, like, you've got to go get the ball, and it's a long way to go. So I think maybe we just try the 3+ pickup. I think is the way to do this. Well, it was a snake, but 0-0 at least off their drive. Not like ideal because they've still got the wizard. I would really have loved to get the 1-0 up, but obviously getting through the first half with them not scoring on their drive and not losing any players, that has to be not terrible. I think because they've got the wizard, I'm probably going to go for the quick score and try to defend. Yeah, the wizard makes things scary. Like, you can do the Daka, but if you stuff it up against the wizard, that can go very, very wrong. Who needs to be on? Let's get you off for a catcher. Are we putting the thrower on? And if so, who do we take off for a thrower? And I really don't want to be throwing if I can avoid it, so I think probably a thrower's just not on. Which always feels weird on offense to have a thrower, which I was always skeptical of the thrower, but to get the thrower and then not use it feels weird. But I just think that's what we actually want to do, though. Right, we've got nothing. We've got that. We got that. So let's put the tree on the side that has that. And let's give ourselves scoring options on both sides. I want one of these catchers to throw a pass because they're both on 15. One turn, I can just go be near the line and threaten the one turn. You can have that hit there. You can be ready to take that hit there. You're most likely doing our blitz. But let's bring you up as well in case we need to change that plan. Yeah, the chainsaw strength 4, it's not the easiest one to hit. in general. Okay, so immediately we will have one scoring threat and a second scoring threat. Nice. And then what? Could put it here and then do that, but I quite want to take that hit I've got the option for. Nice. Bring this back. And bring you way back for this turn, I think, because I want this vanity pass. Yeah, that's far enough. I didn't even thought about that. That was there any wrestle, so now there's no wrestle and no tackle on the pitch. So that's definitely a good thing for us. Okay, they're going to ignore the scoring threats and just base up forwards, or are they going to blitz one of them and then base that with the last few? Okay, curious. Curious as to what their plans are. Okay, try and kill the tree. Fair enough. Got the claw palm. Gets the arm break. Okay, not immediately cast. Could be a KO. In comes the pylon. That's dead. And that's staying dead because I'm not using the apothecary on that when there's other players who are more important on the pitch. Sorry, Klex, that's another tree dead in our season of all the trees being dead. Trees have not done well for us this season. Trees have not done well for us at all. So can just run up and get the ball up there. Okay. Oh, you can't stop there. So that's where we're hoping to throw. So we're throw from. Fine. In which case, maybe go here in case you fail the catch. Pass is good. Catch is good. I think we just score. Could hold it back there for a minute. But there are chainsaw blitzers on the ball right now. So yeah, I think we just score. Strength 4 movement dart side today. 2 snake dodge and Apo fail. Oh no. It's a bit, apparently it's a good season for strength 4 war dancers. I'm not the only one who's got one. I think Shtick maybe has one, or J-Love. Oh, I'm sad about the tree. I would like to have had that tree alive. But yeah, I just can't have that. Just can't. There's too much on the team that's more valuable. Okay, bribe does work again. Chainsaw is still around. But that is all their bribes gone. Does the one turner go on the bench, or does the one turner now play a part on defense? Because the one turner gives us great options for getting away if we steal the ball in defense. I think it's probably still the thrower, because the thrower also does a job with sure hands. And boring though it is, we do quite want to keep this team alive. Just in case they just decide to do a spike fireball, let's not have the war dancers all together. That's what it was. Okay, just a stun. Just a stun. At least it's one of the ones on the line, so it's like one of the ones that would have got hit anyway. So Capedius is going to get piled on. Another armor break. And KO. How greedy are they? Not greedy enough to pile on a KO. I mean, you'd have to be pretty greedy to pile that on. To be fair. Do I have a bank from the tree? I do have a bank from the tree. I don't know if I would buy it immediately because it really depends. It really depends on how the game finishes. It really depends on how the game finishes and the rest of things. There is 150,000 in the bank though, so in theory we could buy another tree. It's an option. It's a shame for the defense. The tree, even though it rooted, was actually quite useful in that defense. It just sort of held the middle on the last drive. But yeah, you just can't appo it. You can't, because there's a natural one turner and 2 strength 4 war dancers around, and there's a very good killer even if it doesn't have tackle. Like, you just can't. Can't take that risk. Ball deep for now. Could go for the wrestle piece. Once again, let's just get something. Although if we are going to blitz that, then we'll have more movement if we do that first. Hitting the guard has some value. Guard they're going to use to make cage corners. I think hitting it does make sense. Try and get ourselves more movement around the outside there if we can get it down as well. Except the problem is that we really don't want that to happen because they will foul it. Well, I would foul it anyway. We can screen that, so yeah. Let that one go forward. Don't like that I had to use that reroll, but I think I did have to use it. Coming after the rookie catcher. Not getting the pow. Block is a good skill. I had this dilemma when I was building the chaos on the killer. It's like, do you, like, what point do you take block? Because, like, claw palm is so good. Like, it's really useful against when you run into other bash teams like orcs. And so it's kind of tempting just to hold off on block. But I think I ended up taking block before the piling on. But I know a lot of coaches don't. Okay, you haven't got blocks. That's good. And where do we retreat to? Could just be like there. Chainsaw's a pain in the bum. Chainsaw really like forces us to be really cautious with our war dance positioning. That's nice. Gives us a bit more flexibility again. That's fine. Are you using a guard well? Someone was asking the other day about how to like play against what else? And I was talking about like the Vengabus cage, and that's what we're seeing here. So like you've got, instead of just doing the normal X cage, you sort of make it like 2 players on each side on the outsides, and then you put a support player in the middle, and that way you can make it so it's really hard to get good dice on the ball. They have been quite aggressive with basing up the cage when they're on offense. I mean, this being strength 5 does make it a bit less risky, but okay, 3 dice this time. Doesn't get us again because I don't have block. It takes it with block and injures themselves. Oh my god, that's so unlucky. I'm so happy, but it's so unlucky. So the killer just injured itself trying to hurt our catcher. Wowza. So yeah, you see what I mean? Like, there's no way, even with strength 4, of hitting this ball with 2 dice, because you've got an extra assist in here that I can't cancel easily, and then you can put guard in the position on the corners to stop us from getting the no assist hits that way. And that's why the Venga Bus is quite good. We can't stall this out all the way to the end zone because of their wizard, but how far do we push it is the question. Because they haven't left us an easy hit on yet, and so I think we're still trying to hold out for them to make a mistake a tiny bit longer. I have to eat that this time. We are going to get chainsawed. It's so bad. So bad. Maybe at that point we have to throw all in and let the catcher get chainsawed. That is not good. Very genuinely not good. Okay. Aye. Couldn't reroll that a second time. Just couldn't. At least with the chainsaw there's risk, right? Like it's a 1 in 6 on a loner to potentially turn you over, so. Nope. Did not turn them over, it gave us KO. Well, they're not chainsawing the wood answer, but they might foul it anyway. I've tried to make it so that the foul requires them to blitz in the wrong direction and then, you know, it's taking more time off the clock for them to score. But yeah, we had to sacrifice something to stop them from just throwing the chainsaw straight at the ward answer, because you would, right? Like, that's the first thing you'd do is chainsaw that ward answer if the chainsaw didn't have something else to do. I would. Okay, so they're still trying to move forward here. I do get the 3 dice power this time. No armor break though is good. This is... Raven's been tough as. Raven has survived mighty blow to the face, surviving another hit there. Raven is doing work for us. End of turn foul. No, just covering it. So they give themselves scoring threats, but honestly, if they score next turn, I'm okay with it, because I think we can score again. We've got our 1 turner sat on the bench. So I'm not so worried about that. This is guard. This is not guard. This is guard. This is guard. So we haven't really got a hit on the ball. Okay. Tom, you've been a bit disappointing the last couple of turns. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to leave that hit on just because I want to stop the guard from being able to move every turn. Got to screen you. This is the all-in turn, isn't it? This is the all-in turn. So, like, it's not too hard for them to score, right? Like, take the block, move forward, hand off. But then you've given me 2 turns to score back, which I will accept. That's exactly what we're hoping for with the wrestle being there. Unfortunately, I do get the power on the reroll, which means they can move that guard forward. But all the rest of their guard is now having to dodge if it wants to come with the cage. And obviously you want guard for the cage because that makes it harder for me to do the leap plays on the ball. Why didn't that finish moving? That had more movement. It did the blitz. Was that just a mistake? Because now you can't complete the cage without doing a dodge. I think that's a mistake. I've done that before. Sometimes you're so sort of fixed on a certain thing you're doing, you forget that like you meant to finish moving a player before you click the next player. Oh, they made the dodge though. But we get 2 dice on it this time. They can't stop that from happening. Well, we get 2 dice if we can do the leap, which, you know, is an if. Shouldn't just assume that's automatic because it isn't. I think we've got to base the cage up again. I think we've got to just make it really hard for them to... If we don't get the ball here, we need to make it hard for them to stall again. Which means we've probably got to bring you back as well. It's tricky because I want someone to be left to recover the ball afterwards if this goes well. But I think we've probably left enough. Blitz from this side because there's no guard. Obviously gets the reroll. Doesn't work. It's a snake. Sorry, yeah, the stream is dropping some frames. It looks like it isn't anymore. I will try to keep an eye on it. Yeah, scary turn coming up. Scary turn coming up. Because I guess this gets fouled. Oh, it's a triple pow. And they've got Guardian now, so they might be able to make it hard for us to take the ball next turn. This might be a draw. It's not looking good for us at the moment. Frustrated that we haven't been able to defend this. I feel like we should have been able to. But it looks like we haven't. Doing a foul with the ball there not covered is risky because you have used your bribes. Double pow. Boo. Okay. Not dead. The ball is not protected. I've got the arm break. send-off would be amazing. It's not a send-off. It's not a send-off, which means that we aren't going to get an easy hit on this ball. Ah, clever. That's clever. Can't deny it, that's a smart play. Because now we don't have that option either. Which means what option do we have? Try to get in there with wrestle. Could we now screen it? Now that that wizard is gone. Have we got enough players to? Not really. We're too far behind it. 4, 3, 5 for the 1 dice.
Boo.
Oh, so annoyed to get another draw. Or just the straight 6, but it won't be a 1 dice. Can save ourselves some dodges here. Power's better, isn't it? Gotta try. Got in. Got the pow. Come on. Good scatter. Oh, break's great. Fuck.
Get in.
It's not get in. They're going to get it now because they've got that bloody scatter catch. Without that scatter catch, we had the game, but with that scatter catch, we don't.
Boo.
Yeah, shit. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Just want to get this 1 win and park the team, and we've drawn 2 in a row. Well, I was going to try and push that one on further, but probably not worth it now. Without the reroll, maybe just... I don't know if that does anything at all, really. But that's shit. It's shit because it means we have to keep playing. I just want to park the team and stop, and we can't. We really should have been able to win this game. We really should have been able to win this game. Especially, they didn't even get good dice in the first half. Like, they got some better dice in the second half. Like, obviously, if that leap plays work and it's not a 1 in 9, then we have a chance. But that's a shit draw. For in the position we were in, it's a really bad draw.
Boo.
I think I can't rebuy the tree, not because I don't want to, I do want to, but like it's so hard to spin at these TVs. We're going to be even higher on team value when these add skills. The team's perfect. I do not want to spin this team. I just want to leave it. The team does not need any more levels. And it's just, I can't stop because you've got to get the bloody Doge math.